Well, welcome everybody to Dueling Aces for May 9th.
What's the definition of everybody right now?
Well,
It's
anybody,
us.
everybody.
Huh?
I said anybody and everybody. Adam, I am going to let you launch off about your name. Mama's on the phone real quick, so I'm going to turn around and take this. But I will turn around and let you kick off and fill Suds in on the Toronto rarities.
I sent it to you in your messenger, so I don't know if you got it yet. So
All right.
if you want to,
I'll cue it up.
I know Seth will get a kick out of it, being that he's another one of those. He's a Sparty lover, so he's gonna hate the maize and blue like everybody that that here in Ohio does. But the Toronto Blue Jays Twitter page, they were in town playing the Guardians. Will probably slip up and say, I always still want to say the Indians, but that's not who they are anymore. Decided they were going to come out and say that most teams in blue don't score touchdowns in Ohio on Saturday afternoons. We did, though. So not only was it a shot towards the Guardians, but it was also a shot at my beloved team in Ann Arbor, the University of Michigan. And that's okay because, they can talk all the shit they want because Tampa Bay went ahead and took care of business last night by scoring a touchdown on the Maple Leafs. So before you want to run your mouth, karma's a bitch. And now what would you like to say? 'Cause I know you're going to have something to say about it. Because you hate Leafs and you hate Michigan, so let's hear it.
Oh no, I just dwell in the glory of the Blue Jays. To say anything to put tears of victory and just are so tasty.
Well, the thing is like it's just weird to think a baseball team would come out and do that for throw a jab at a football team. But it is what it is, Now, the question I do have for you is, why is it your goddamn university cannot get Michigan out of their fucking mouth or off their fucking mind? You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't really. What are we referring to now?
Peach Bowl rings.
What about it?
You didn't see that?
No.
So, mind you, they played in the Peach Bowl. Who did they play? The Pitt Panthers, minus Kenny Pitt. So why is it when they got their championship rings from that championship game, they have the score to the Michigan State game on a Peach Bowl ring that has nothing to fucking do with Michigan?
Because whenever you look at it, you're gonna see the score, and you'll remember.
I'm like, God damn, them motherfuckers there was our one blemish last year, and them fuckers.
I'll punt it back to you. You can say whatever you. Oh, my bad. Punt. I bring up punt.
Yeah. Believe me, and every time I think of that game, because I had a buddy who's also a Michigan fan. He's like, dude, we fucking did it. I said, bro, don't ever count your blood. Don't ever say shit until the game is over and there's zeros on the clock. He goes, no, dude, we got this. And then sure enough, that's when they did that punt game. Yeah, I think they won like 7-2 or 7-4 or something. But yeah, they beat up on us on Saturday.
My sister went to U of M, and I was at her house during the punt moment, and she was so mad because she was giving me all kinds of crap. She walked upstairs thinking the game was over, and all of a sudden she heard me screaming. I damn near punched a wall in her ceiling because I jumped up and I hit my fist on the top of her ceiling in her basement, and she came down going, "What happened?" I got you, bitch. That's what happened.
Yeah, the 10 seconds, my God. And that's the worst thing that could possibly fucking happen. And it literally, that's why I think that was the game that Surrender Cobra became viral with the kid with his hands on his head.
Uh-huh. Like what the hell happened?
But I literally just remember sitting there staring at the TV like, that did not just fucking
happen. The rest of U of M's, we will be well and dead before they give up that picture of that kid.
No, God, no. They always use that.
If I was that kid, I'd sue the hell out of them.
Get some royalties for it?
Yeah, come on, dude. You're using my likeness on almost all your broadcasts.
Well, see, he doesn't know about the Suds loophole with shit. You need to teach him the way.
I should.
Call him up.
Jesus, they're using your likeness.
Yeah, I mean, how does that work for fans? Do the fans get like name, image, and likeness shit out since the college kids do? You would think, right?
Yeah, I would have to assume, except for the fact that you bought a ticket, which means you acknowledge all rules and guidelines of their thing. So therefore, you're open to them being on TV. But I don't know when you're going from commercial to commercial to different shows and they're showing you if it applies to every single one of them though. I would think that maybe Big Ten would be able to control it, but I don't know how ESPN can do it.
Yeah, you see that how Big Ten's got that, they're trying to do that new television deal where I think it ends up being like $71 million per school. That's how big this deal is. Like, that is ridiculous, the amount of money for a new television contract.
$71 million a year?
Like, per school.
Per
so,
school.
I mean, like, I don't remember what the total was. I shared it in our chat. I don't know if you caught it or not. But it was, they boiled down to it was like $71 million per year per school.
You know what? It does sound like a lot of money, but if you really
break it down,
think about it. How much are you going to pay Mahomes a year?
Yeah.
How much? 40, right?
Yeah,
40?
and then Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson, 40 something?
Rodgers.
Paying one person, one human being, almost about half of that amount of money, right?
Yeah, and then
the entire school is collecting basically twice that much.
Yeah.
So it's not that far fetched, really, if you price tag everybody else's shit.
True. I mean, I just thought it was a lot. I guess I didn't have, our stat man break it down for us, that way he could dumb it down for me, more or less, I guess you could say. Because it sounds like it's a lot, but like you said, it's really not when you think about how much the NFL is paying one player per year.
Yeah, if you took all the NFL players and the NFL quarterbacks, you loop their salaries, 1 year salaries together, they're probably making as much as the Big Ten is off that deal.
And it's ridiculous to think about how much all these guys are making. I know I know you said you already kind of commented on it, but I'm going to go back to it. Is the overpaid, underpaid, or just right?
They're all overpaid. Fuck them. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, including Trubisky. Or is that not? Maybe that's TJ Watt. I'm sorry.
No, I'm referring to straight up starters. Their straight up salaries are ridiculous. And I still challenge anybody to come up with one NFL team, a quarterback who has been a max player in the past 10, 15 years that did anything. Their team went on to do anything.
After he got paid?
One. Huh?
Are you saying after he got paid, you mean? Like after he got a big contract?
Like right now. Like their salary, when they got a max deal, a quarterback. When is the last time one of them went on to do a Super Bowl that actually got paid the max for that year?
I was thinking about that the one day, and I know we kind of got into it before, but I don't think anybody came up with anything.
There is none. Because once you max out, nobody else can get paid. Mahomes doing well because he wasn't getting that big money yet. And look what's happened to him. Now that he's gotten that big money, they just got rid of their best fucking player.
Yeah, and Tyreek.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you basically get rid of Tyreek and bring in Juju.
Not at the same price level.
Oh no, but
millions less.
Not even the same skill level.
Not the same speed. There ain't nobody faster than that mother.
Do you think it's one of those things that a lot of these guys, when they get that big money, especially when it's guaranteed, that they don't? It's not that they don't try as hard, but they're not going to go out and kill themselves like they would have before they were trying to get.
I don't think that. I don't think that when they get their max money, they want to win and they want to show what they can do. The only problem is they don't calculate the fact that running back that saved your ass time and time again can't be on your team because you took all the money. That wide receiver, Hill, the guy who takes the total top off the defense, where you can't do anything, who if you throw to him could take a 5-yard pass and do it 40 yards like that, he's not going to be there. Here's a newsflash. Kelsey, he's gone too. Give him whatever his contract is about to come up, and he's about to get a big deal. He's going to have to leave, or Mahomes is going to have to take a huge-ass pay cut in order to keep him.
Well, prime example, like you said about people bailing them out. Look at Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams. They couldn't pay Devontae, so they had to trade him.
Exactly. You can look. It boils down to every single. You take out Tom Brady because Tom Brady takes the damn hometown discount, which is why he is the GOAT. Because he takes that discount, he makes sure that people around him are solid and get paid. And you take him out of the factor. Nobody else does that, and nobody else is successful. You can go through almost every team that maxes out their money, and you'll find that they end up being complete shit the following 2 to 3 years until some of this money goes away. You can go through almost every team. Hell, the Lions paid Stafford. Damn, they sucked. They still suck eggs, but they paid Stafford. They didn't do a damn thing. What happened when they paid Wilson? They fell to hell, right? Nate, go Green Bay. Boom, nothing.
They're going to blow. Either they'll be down.
No, Green Bay lost their best wide receiver when they overpaid him years ago. They didn't make the playoffs for like 2 or 3 years, and they always they've been getting knocked out of the first round every year since then.
Especially when it comes to Niners.
Let's see. The Rams, when they overpaid Goff, they had Donald, Goff, and Hurley. They overpaid all 3 of them. Hurley was out in a year and a half. Afterwards, Goff was complete garbage. The only person they really kept was Donald.
You think early? You haven't heard about that dude? What?
No, he was in Atlanta for a little while. Again, Atlanta. Remember when they went to the Super Bowl? Guess who got paid the following year? Their quarterback. Guess what happened? Have they been ever since? There's not one time. The Ravens, they overplayed Flacco. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
What happened to them? They ended up getting they were so bad they ended up getting rid of Flacco. Still had to pay his ass and got another quarterback out of rookie contract to be relevant again.
Yeah.
Dallas overpaid Prescott, right?
Yeah.
Where are they at?
They're supposed to be America's team, remember?
Yeah. Well, inflation got us too now, didn't it, bitch?
How them apples taste.
Yeah, them apples tasting right now. $4.25 a gallon.
You think who else is there that I'm trying to go through I'm thinking of other teams too that you said they got.
Minnesota?
Yeah, Kirk Cousins.
The Texans, Watson.
Yeah.
Yeah, your guys are gonna eat shit too in about a year and a half. You guys, I got you going really far this year. You know why? Because you're only paying him $1 million.
Yeah.
Goodbye to all your motherfucking talent next year. Hunt, Chubb, all them. Bye. See ya. You're not going to be able to keep any of them.
I think Chubb signed for the next 2 or 3 years though. I know they re-signed him.
You're going to have to get rid of him. You don't have the salary cap to keep him. He's got to go. Hill was under contract, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, bye.
I'm curious because I know that the Browns pissed a lot of people off with that contract to Watson is how it's going to come down to when Lamar Jackson needs paid and then Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
Where the guys are going to come up with the money because they're going to want the guaranteed money just as much.
Okay. Joe Burrow. He comes across as a pimp, you know what I mean? The way he dresses and stuff like that. But let's not be fooled by this dude. He is probably one of the smartest quarterbacks of the NFL right now. That man might realize, especially after getting the ass whooping that he got from his offensive line, because they didn't have shit at offensive line, that he might not want to take the absolute max contract and shortchange themselves. And all of a sudden, the offensive line you just purchased goes away and you're back to being shit. Sometimes taking a little less and taking a little less ass kicking is worth it.
save your body for the long haul.
Yeah, a quarterback who's making $40 million for 4 years makes a total of $160 million, right? A quarterback that plays 15 years and makes $30 million is making a hell of a lot more, and he's playing a hell of a lot longer.
Yeah.
I mean, it's simple math. You just got to realize, yeah, you want to be the man. You want to be paid the most. Sometimes it's better just to go, I'd rather have a little less and get my ass whooped.
True.
I mean, I've said this before on this show with, like, would you get into a ring with Mike Tyson for $10 million? My answer is yes, I would. But that doesn't mean he's ever going to lay a finger on me.
Right, exactly. You can run around the ring all day long.
I can run like a little girl all day long, and as soon as he gets within 3 feet of me, I'm taking a dive. I'm going to get that 9 count and jump my ass back up and keep running.
That's all you got to do.
Yep. And wait his ass back up and then start running again. I get a 9-second break.
All you said was you said get in the ring with him. It didn't say you had
to take a punch.
Or throw punches even. You know what I mean?
Nope. I will. Nope. That's what Burl's got to do. Hey, I can make $40 million a year, and I can get my ass handed to me for 16 games, or I could take $30 million and just be a champion and have all that fucking money and not get my ass hurt. I'm taking the $30 million. I'm not taking the 40 because I don't want the ass whooping. I'm too old for it.
That's that Suds loophole again.
That's damn right it is. Damn.
You just said get in the ring for $10 million. You didn't say I had to do anything else.
I always looking for the way out. Dad didn't wait to no fool. I did that to him all the damn time. If I could find a loophole to get out of trouble with him, because he had my ass, I'd get out of it. And he respected it too. If I could figure out a way out, the best he'd do is call me an asshole and move on. He's like, well, you got me. I do the same thing with my sons. Like, all right, yeah, you win.
Wouldn't be the first time you've been called that, right?
Nope.
And won't be the last.
I used to work with my mom at a restaurant, along with all my siblings. All worked at the same restaurant, and this kid came in, and he only been there a few days, and he got mouthy with my mom.
Oh boy!
And he didn't. All me and my siblings all have different last names, and because we're steps and halves and stuff like that. Anyways, so this dude did not know that we were all related to her. He had no freaking clue. So he started cussing my mom out, and me and my brother Johnny walked up behind his ass, and he had no clue. And my mom went like this. She goes, first of all, I'm not a bitch, I'm the bitch. Second of all, my sons are standing directly behind you, and they're about to mop the fucking floor with you. So you can either walk out the back door and say goodnight, or continue to run your mouth. Your choice. Because when I walk away, that's when they're going to start hitting you. And that dude walked right out the back door. He didn't even hesitate. Just bye.
You never saw his ass again, did you?
He quit immediately. He asked his check. He asked for his check to be mailed because he didn't want to come in and collect it. He was a smart man.
He wasn't going to get it. Yeah, you were going to have the check in your back pocket, or your brother was going to have it in his back pocket, and you got to come take it from him.
Come get it, motherfucker.
Where the fuck is everybody at?
Huh?
No, Zolt, George disappeared on us.
Yeah, it's just us. Fuck it.
Yeah, just roll with it. Wing it. You got one viewer, and it's probably me. Well, that's my fault. Me watching the chat, thinking somebody's going to comment.
Yeah, we're just chit-chatting now. It's like, what the fuck? We can talk basketball.
So George is still listening because he just muted my mic.
No, he didn't.
Zolt did. One of the two.
Guess again.
Zolt did it. Son of a bitch. You know the bad thing is you've been wearing that hockey jersey, and I swear I'm upstairs like for the last hour trying to find my fucking Lightning jersey, and of course now I can't find it. Now the minute we get off the air, I'll probably find that son of a bitch. Like, oh, there it is. You know how that goes.
Yeah, I know how that goes.
So what's going on, sir? How the hell are you?
I'm okay. It's Monday.
Well, as you can see, why I posted my name here, correct? You've seen it, right?
I think so. I think I've
The
seen it.
Jazz, the Blue Jays towards Michigan, the Blue on Sundays. That's where I started off with. It's all good.
That's fine. They're in the wrong country to be playing that sport anyway.
True. Like I said, I laugh because the Lightning put up 7 last night, so I'll take that any day.
It's like a fun little series.
Dude, there's all of them right now except for that Predators series. I think they're about to get swept tonight.
You're talking about the teams playing in the wrong country and stuff. You were talking about, having a team over in Europe. And I'm like, what freaking country do you think these NFL players are going to want to live in? I mean, no, seriously. Do you know what the freaking tax bracket is over there? You're going to be crying in your soup in a minute. Jesus. I looked it up. The lowest tax bracket in Europe, starting out, we're at like 18%. That's our low, right? Germany has the lowest. You know what percentage they're at for their low? 38%. 20% higher than us for tax bracket. That's the low end. There's what was it? Was Turkey or Sweden or something like that, or Finland? Is it like 48% on their start? If you think an NFL player is going to go up in there, even if they got the low end of the tax bracket at 48%, they're not going. Like, nope, I'll go play for the Sacramento Kings or some other cheap ass team. I no way you're getting these NFL players to agree to this.
They wouldn't make any money.
No, it's 100% a grab by the owner. What some owner is going to be like, I'm going to go there because they'll build me a stadium. I'll get every bit of tax relief I can get out of whatever country that is, and I can sell it out completely because I'm the only game in town.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, but you're not. Your team is going to be absolute shit. The only thing you're going to have is the rookie who has no choice, and he's going to bail on you as soon. Because guess what? You put that money in the bank and you transfer it to the United States, and you live in the United States on the off season, you still got to pay income tax, and they're going to double dip your ass and make you pay even more of that money. You'd be better off making my money.
Dude,
and you're not.
You're going to see rookies out of that green room. They're not going to walk out on stage, or they're just going to walk out.
Yeah.
You got drafted 100%. By London.
Bye. Hey, didn't I get drafted by the NBL or MLB? Yeah, that's right. I'm going there.
It's like I hear the CFL is looking for people.
You're better off. They've lost their minds. There's and France will throw your ass in jail. France won't even let you take your money out of their country. If you try to remove your money from their banks, they will throw you in jail. You're not allowed to leave with your money. They are throwing people in jail for that. So
my God, damn it.
Speaking of things that don't make sense, I mean, I loved it when I saw it, but the week 2 Monday Night Football schedule.
Yeah,
you're having a doubleheader, but both games are going to be on at the same time, roughly.
Well, from what Schefter said in his tweet, because I didn't get a chance to share it because being at work, I was going to share it, and then you brought it up. I'm like, okay, Zolt's got it. But he even said that I guess that's going to be a common thing going forward, is that they're going to be doing a lot of that, like this coming season, where there's going to be 2 Monday night games and they're going to be staggered like that. Which is
but you didn't say it was a staggered; it was at the same time.
No, there was like an hour difference. Yeah. Like a 7:30 start on ESPN for the good game, and then the shit game was at like 8:30 on ABC.
Will the game be over by then? The other one?
No,
Hell no.
no, it won't even be the halftime.
Wow.
Unless they're going to try to get it to where the second game starts at halftime.
Yeah, kind of thing.
It's
Could
just, I
be.
mean, the first game is Titans Bills, which I'll be all over that. That's fine. That sounds like a good game. And then Vikings Eagles.
That's why they did it. Right there. You just proved why they did it. Because nobody want to see that other game. The only people that want to see that game are the Eagles Vikings fans. Nobody else going to want to see that shit. So everybody will watch the one game and skip the other. That may actually make sense.
You don't want to watch Kirk Cousins versus Jalen Hurts?
Hurts might not do bad this year.
Well, it's Clint's not here to because he's such a Hurts hater.
I'll say this: tricks on them. I'm not watching anything because I'm going to be stuck on this.
That's true. Sorry, George can't mute you.
It's because I can mute myself.
Well, that's true. He can't kick you out of the room though, can he?
I don't know. Probably he probably can, but I could just put myself back in.
Right. So he knows it'd be pointless because as quickly as you go out, you'll be right back in.
Right. Like, I mean, I can
Okay,
add him.
but when you do it, when he does it though, when you pop back on the screen, you got to go Bazinga.
No
You
Shazam.
got huh?
Shazam.
Haven't you ever watched Big Bang Theory?
The amount of TV I have not watched is stupid.
Okay, there's a scene in Big Bang Theory where Sheldon has become a robot, and he's got this screen inside the car, and Leonard turns off the screen on him, and Sheldon turns it back on and goes, Bazinga. It's like you can turn my shit off. So that's why you gotta say you have to see the Big Bang Theory. It's one of my favorite shows.
No, the best one is ball pit.
Huh?
The ball pit.
Ball pit, yeah. Bazinga. Bazinga. Jump up and down. Yeah. Yep. I have a special needs kid myself. He'll be our brother myself. That was the best line when the guy who ran the place goes, yeah, I have a special needs brother too.
Wait, what?
That's one of my favorite shows.
I don't even know what the topics are supposed to be for this week.
It's whatever the fuck we want, head. Oh, look at there. He can do the train thing. But there we go.
Now you can see it.
Woo!
Wow.
There you go.
Yeah, I was gonna say I missed the show sheet for tonight. So what are we talking about?
Spring is finally here. So are the playoffs, baseball, and beer. That's what the topic says.
I don't watch
Really?
baseball.
Playoffs are finally here. I didn't know it was week 15 already.
Well, I mean, hockey playoffs, which have been great.
NBA playoffs.
Yeah, nobody cares.
Yeah, that's because you're a bunch of bitches.
Yeah, I know. What? Well, we can talk about the new head coach of the Sacramento Kings.
Who cares about the Sacramento Kings?
What?
Well, Mike Brown,
Why?
ex-Cavs coach.
Oh, that's right. What's his name? Got it.
Mike Brown.
Mike Brown. Well, ex-Cavs coach, ex-Lakers
Boy.
coach, everybody else's coach. I've seen hookers get passed around less than this dude.
And we're going off the. There we go. It's not even 9 o'clock yet. Half hour. Not even a half hour in.
Oh, come on. I got to get him in when I can.
Yeah, you're right. Who got around more, Mike Brown or Larry Brown?
Ooh.
Larry Brown.
Okay.
Definitely.
For right now.
Well,
Mike,
if you consider the fact that Larry Brown's been around, since the 70s, 80s?
okay. He's got a head start then.
He's got a big head start. And he refuses to stay with any team past 4 years. Like, he bounces around like nobody's business.
He feels he's got an expiration date.
Yeah.
Where people just stop listening.
He's probably right.
Yeah, I was going to say there might be something to that. can ask Jim Harbaugh and the 49ers.
Yeah.
That's why Jim Harbaugh. I tell you what, he tried to bring that. Only the poor person that's able to pull off that rah crap in the NFL has been Pete Carroll.
Yeah,
and even that was short lived. I mean, they realized he was a really good head coach and knew what he was talking about. Outside of that, if you think about it, the first problem is that they overplayed Wilson, and they had to get rid of everybody. So now he's at rebuild number 3.
I thought it was funny. I know we brought it up a little bit last week. Is how funny is it? Russell Wilson bitched and moaned about getting himself an offensive line in Seattle, and would they draft 2 or 3 this draft?
That was great, actually.
Well, I mean, the team. What else does the team have? You got 2 wide receivers and nobody to throw to them. Right. So you might as well start building an O-line, and maybe if you give Drew Lock 10 seconds every play, he can find somebody.
They also got themselves one hell of a running back,
Carson
Walker. They drafted him. Oh, shut up.
1 game all he had.
Only 1 game?
He had more than 1 game.
He had a lot more than 1 game.
He only had 1 game that I remember.
Monster game against you.
Yeah, exactly. 5 touchdowns.
The other games he got 2 or 3.
Oh.
He just treated you like a little bitch.
Yeah, that'll go down in history as something I'll never forget.
I won't let you. That and the punt. And the act of God weather the following year. There was a stretch there that you guys couldn't buy a break to save your lives.
Mm-mm. Thank God, hopefully them days are over.
I will say this, to say he had 1 game, he had 1,600 yards. I mean,
well, okay, I
didn't let it easy.
I should have.
Yeah, we have a snack. Boy, you better knock that crap off. Oh, my dog keeps on bringing me his ball, and I have to throw it, or he barks at me. He's an asshole.
But he doesn't do that when you're not like he didn't bother you at all until you got on camera, right?
That's right. Now he wants me to throw the ball. See, he keeps on bringing this back to me.
They ain't stupid.
He thinks it's funny. That and he bullies me. Like when he wants to go outside, he actually punches me. He hits me with his paws, and if I don't listen, then he sits there and growls and barks until I get up and let him out.
Well, you can't be mad if he goes in the house because you neglected him. He tried to tell you.
Yeah, but he needs to give me a few extra seconds. I mean, he can't just sit there and automatically start it. He hits me once, then looks at me. Then if I don't jump right up, he sits there and starts barking at my ass. Give me a minute, damn it. I mean, if it was that important, should have came up in earlier. My cousin keeps on saying that he's a bulldog pit bull mix. Don't do it.
You need to get one of that ball launchers and just let him put it in and throw it himself.
I saw that. That is so damn cool. I was thinking about that too. I'm like, yeah, teach his ass how to do that.
My sister-in-law's got a dog that's the same way. She's got blue heeler in her, so she always wants you just to throw her the ball. But she's learned, they've taught her to where she plays soccer with it. So if you tell her, it's not near you, she kicks it to you. Problem is there's a video on TikTok where the lady got that for her dog, but her dog's so fucking stupid that when it puts it in the bin to shoot it out, it stands right in front of it, so it gets smacked in the mouth every fucking time, so it's not really throwing it. She's like, that's not how this works. Like,
yes, I guess it is. That's when you go, and I have 1,000 viewers.
That's true.
Put that stuff on Twitter.
And TikTok, everything else.
No, go to Twitter now. Twitter's the place to be. Elon Musk.
Let's check on the chair. Yep.
Oh, no.
Chair's still there.
He said, I think Kelly called him or something.
He said his mom.
Or is that his mom?
I know it ain't his mother-in-law.
That's true.
He would have hung up an hour ago. And swipe and delete.
So what do you guys think of the Sonny Michelle signing?
How many running backs does that give them?
3. They got Chase Edmonds, right, from Arizona. They got Michelle, and then they got who was the other one? I don't even remember who. I know they got at least 3.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up. Hang on. We got Chase Edmonds. We've got Myles Gaskin. They've got Mostert.
That's the one I couldn't think of.
And now they got Sony Michelle.
So they got 4.
Hey, you know what?
The oldest one is Mostert at 30. Everybody else is in there is 25, 26, 27.
Well, Gaskin struggled last year. He didn't have that great of a year, so that could be
he's
a
probably
reason
the
why.
odd man out.
Yeah.
They're putting together a good offense. They really are. You might have fucked up by overpaying Watson so much money, and watch Miami turn around and come get everything.
Yeah.
And again, look, hey, a quarterback that's not on a max deal, he's on a rookie deal, and he ends up possibly going into a Super Bowl situation. I love when people make my points for me. They continue to do it.
You think 2 is good enough?
Talking about Teddy Bridgewater?
What's that?
Oh,
Wait.
Leave Tuna alone now.
yeah, I forgot. It's not Tua. It's Tuna, as you call him.
It's Tuna, the big Tuna.
Well, because, there's all those jokes and memes going around it. Just throw it up. Tyreek's down there somewhere.
Yeah, absolutely. If you don't think Holmes did that, you're fucking wrong.
Oh, yeah. Week 1 against the Browns, we saw that.
Just toss it up there. That you're not if you overthrow him, you're overthrowing everybody. There's gonna be nobody behind him or in front of him when that ball, if you throw it far enough. That dude is ungodly fast. But you see that time and time again with quarterbacks where you have those kind of stars. I mean, you saw it with Megatron. You saw it with Holmes and Hill. Brady had Moss. You toss it up there and let him go get it. Well, you got that kind of talent. And let's not forget, they got Parker on the other side. That dude, they got a squad.
Or don't forget about Waddle. He's just as fast.
Waddle? Yeah. Waddle, Parker. That's probably – give me another group of wide receivers with that talent in the NFL.
Yeah, Kansas City don't have it no more. The Rams don't have it. Detroit.
You're full of shit.
I'm on Ross St. Brown, DJ Chark, and now Jameson Williams.
Do they drug test you at work?
Yes, they do, and I pass it every single time.
Lying motherfucker.
No, I just smoke when there's a gas leak, remember?
Yeah.
I mean, I
That
will
should
say
get you
this.
drug tested immediately, FYI. If I had been your boss and rolled up there and I saw you with a cigarette in your mouth during a gas leak, I probably would have sent you out for a drug test.
If you'd have seen how far away we were, you'd have been like, oh, okay. It was like literally way down the street. It wasn't going to affect anything where the gas leak was.
As far as
Listen,
wide
the
receivers
smart
go,
move was somebody would have picked up their phone and snapped a picture, and your ass would have been a meme. And you would have never lived it down, and they would have had no choice but to fire your ass.
wide receiver cores, I really like Cincinnati's with Jamar Chase,
Higgins.
Tyler Boyd, and T. Higgins.
I don't think that's the same category as Hill, Parker, and Waddle.
It can be.
I think that's a they're an A and you guys are an A plus and you guys that's an A.
I mean, with Chase and Higgins being 22 and 23, I mean, that's they got a future there.
I'm talking about right now though.
Yeah,
Ain't nobody keeping these. First of all, those guys aren't going to be there in 4 years when they overpay Burrows. Say goodbye to them.
Right.
Unless Burrows takes the pay cut, they're gone. Half of them are gone. But hey, I'm telling you, Super Bowl or bust for Miami right now. They put
Well, I mean,
they've done it. They've done what they
this is-
needed to do
yeah,
offensively.
This is put up or shut up for Tua.
Oh, Tua's gone.
You got
A
everything.
rookie. Not saying that he can't do it. I mean, but because LaFleur did a pretty good job in his first 2 years with Green Bay. So
I will tell you right now, if they don't make it into the playoffs, at the very, very least, make it into the playoffs, that dude, they will use their first round draft pick next year for a quarterback.
another Alabama quarterback.
That will depend. That we'll have to see. Hey, Burrows was a decent quarterback, and he came in. LSU normally does. He came from LSU, right? LSU normally doesn't kick out the best quarterbacks, and Mac Jones is an Alabama quarterback. I mean, there might be a going up for the Alabama and LSU's.
Well, I mean, what do you guys think? We got 8 different coaches this year, like new places, like head coaching wise.
Sure.
Okay.
I mean,
Sure.
let's play a little. Who do you think will have the best year, and who do you think will have the worst year out of all those? I was like, goddamn, now I got to bring it up
Yeah, first I got to know who it is.
because Dayball's with the Giants.
Okay, so you got Eberflus with Chicago, Dayball with the Giants, Hackett with the Broncos, Peterson with Jacksonville, McDaniels with the Raiders, McDaniel with Miami. Actually, I had to click on the damn link. Hang on.
Damn it. Hold on. Sorry.
You good?
Dayball, Hackett, Peterson, McDaniel. That's it. That's what I got.
Really? I thought there was like 8 different coaches or something. Maybe it just seemed like there were so many vacancies and all at once that it just seemed like there was more than what there was.
Yeah, articles from February. Who knows?
True. Oh, the Saints got a new coach too. Don't forget Dennis Allen.
That's true. And Tampa Bay.
Yeah,
That's my choice. That's my choice, Tampa Bay.
cheaters. They don't count because they got Brady. Damn it, I forgot about them.
Lovey Smith in Houston. He ain't
Houston. They missed 3, so there's 7.
it. O'Connell in Minnesota.
That's the other one.
Allen with New Orleans. Heck, and McDaniels, Dayball. Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking Tampa Bay's looking pretty good.
Cheater. You took the easy way out.
His ass was at the house. I had to go put him to bed.
We all know Brady's the coach of that team.
That's right. It makes the head coach's job easy.
Well, so the conclusion my thought process was obviously Tampa Bay having the best of the year.
Yeah.
And then Denver
Was it Russell Wilson?
with the Russell Wilson. And then Miami. So Chicago's going to be shit. They don't have anything. They've given up too many draft picks for nothing. They've gotten rid of everything and lost too much. New York, nothing. I don't care who he does.
They don't really have
This
a
is not going to happen.
You can't. I don't know if Daniel Jones is the answer for them or not. You know what I mean?
He didn't pick up his contract.
Not his 5th-year option. Anyway.
Yeah, he's out.
Yeah,
He's
he's on
done.
his last year. Yeah.
It's either you succeed or you're out. And I promise you, ain't nobody picking his ass up.
I'm gonna say if he succeeds, he's gonna get franchised. That's what they're gonna do.
Hey, you know what? Be careful what you wish for, because that franchise tag will be huge for quarterback.
Oh yeah, Well, I mean, it's either that or you're extending Danny Dimes on his first big dollar contract after
Yeah.
one good year.
But will he sign or will he sit? He would be smart to sign personally.
Yeah, like I said, that's a ton of money.
Yeah, he should. He should bet on himself because you ain't getting franchise tag twice, not at a quarterback spot. That's
Has
way
that
too
ever-
much gas.
Go ahead, Al.
Has that ever happened where a quarterback's been franchise tagged twice or no?
Yes, I believe young Mister what's his name plays for Minnesota.
Cousins?
Cousins got it twice. I think
How about-
Washington franchised him twice.
No shit.
But then
Totally.
the price tag wasn't that. Price tag wasn't like that though. It wasn't that as big.
Well, it makes sense. Leave it to Daniel Snyder to be the one to do it, right?
I think they franchise tagged him twice.
Probably.
But again, I don't think the price tag was as big as it was now. Was that right?
You are correct. There's only 13 players that have ever had it back to back, and Cousins is the only quarterback.
They franchise tagged Bell twice. I believe that's the last running back that's got it.
Yeah, it doesn't list them. It just
Remember, he sat out.
For the whole year.
Because they franchised him. He played. Then the following year, they franchised him again, and he sat out. Then he went to play for the Jets. Then he wished he was back in Pittsburgh. Watch what you be careful what you wish for.
Yeah, because he ain't done shit since he left Pittsburgh.
Nope, not a damn thing. As a matter of
No.
fact, he's pretty much out of the league.
Well, hell, he was with Tampa Bay, Kansas City. Who
Yeah,
else? There was like 2 or 3 teams that he was like bouncing
Jets,
around.
Tampa Bay, Kansas City. Those were 3.
Okay.
I mean, then he sat out for a year. That's 4. And then he was with Pittsburgh for like 6 years or 5 years or some shit like that.
Amazing to think he's just sitting out that 1 year ruined his career because he was greedy.
Damn! If he would have went to a team that maybe had an offensive line,
hang on.
Uh-oh.
5 years in Pittsburgh, New York Jets. Then in 2020, it was Jets and Kansas City. 2021, Baltimore and Tampa.
That's right. Okay, it was Baltimore was the other one I forgot about.
In
I missed
Tampa-
it by 1.
Yeah, in Tampa, he played 3 games, had 8 rushes for 18 yards.
What are you doing? What do you do with the Ravens?
31 carries, 83 yards. That's not a good average.
Nope.
Oof.
And
That's because the Ravens were hurting for all kinds of positions last year because everybody was tearing ACLs and shit.
Yeah, they ran out of running backs.
Oh, that's right. They'll get what's his name back? J.K. Right?
Dobbs,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dobbins.
Dobbs, whatever.
Dobbins. Yep, they'll get him back.
I have not heard anything about him this offseason, so I'm assuming, yeah.
I told him he was even there.
Speaking of players/coaches that go somewhere and don't do shit, what do we think about Josh McDaniels and the Raiders?
I think he has enough talent over there to be successful. With what they've brought in, he doesn't have a rookie quarterback. He's got a quarterback with
Carr.
with some years under him. He's not a moron. He's got the wide receivers. I mean, he's got a running back. He's got a tight end. He's got all the weapons he needs to be successful. So as long as everybody listens to him, and I think they should be pretty decent.
Yeah, the only issue is they're in the division from hell.
Yeah, this year.
Kansas City, Chargers, Denver. I mean, that's
probably going to be the best division in football this year.
But his job is not to really It sounds weird, but his job is not actually to win. That's the head coach's job, is to win. The offensive coordinator, his job is to put points on that damn board. And that's his sole job. That's his purpose. And the teams that you just mentioned will put up a hell of a lot of points, but their defense will give up a lot of points as well. So
McDaniels
he's
is the
still
head coach.
what's that?
McDaniels is the head coach now for the Raiders.
He got the head coach. I thought he was offensive coordinator over there. Oh shit, he's screwed.
Changes his tune now.
Yep. Because I thought he was the OC again.
Mm-mm.
No, this was apparently the job he was waiting for.
You're SOL, son. You better find yourself one of the best defensive coordinators on the planet, because you walked into a hornet's nest.
I'm trying to think of who he got for his DC.
Article does not say. I'd have to look it up.
'Cause I thought it was somebody like I wasn't Del Rio. I don't think.
So when George does pop on, as soon as he pops on, we all start singing "Let It Go." Throw his ass off.
And we're all gonna get booted. Or something salt.
I'd mute myself.
Hello.
Let it. Nah, you guys aren't gonna do it. Let it go. Let it go.
Let it go.
No.
Sorry. Mom was more than just on the phone. Mom was in the driveway.
Oh shit!
Yeah. It was like, whoa. Okay. I was like, hi, Mom.
Okay, George,
like, I'm
we
in
need
your
you to
driveway. I'm like,
we need you to
okay.
answer a question. We have a question for you. You have to answer it.
Shoot.
Who is the Las Vegas Raiders defensive coordinator?
Zoltan just don't want to look it up.
The guy, I was going to say, McDaniels brought him from New England. Damn it.
So nobody.
Damn it.
Because
Wow.
Belichick was the defensive coordinator.
Patrick
Patrick
Graham.
Graham.
Yeah, I had to look it up.
Yep. Patrick Graham is.
Belichick's the defensive coordinator. Don't anybody ever get fooled. Everybody else was the bitch. He is the defensive coordinator in New England. That is the fact. The only thing you're there to do is to hold his jockstrap. It's just fact. I challenge right now the best assistant coach to leave New England to go on and be successful in the NFL. Go ahead. Anybody? Bueller?
What was the question?
The best assistant coach to leave New England and be successful in the NFL.
Yeah, there's
By
nobody.
the time you guys find it, I'm going to have more hair on top of my head.
There's nobody.
Exactly. Because
Romeo Crennel.
That's
Wait a minute. Sud said successfully.
yeah, I did.
That doesn't count. He was a hot flash in the pan here in Cleveland. Yes, this is true, but it was just a hot flash in the pan. He was out very quickly with a whole bunch of stuff.
About Eric Mangini.
We're not going through all the Browns coaches, okay?
Charlie Weiss.
Oh God.
That's George's buddy. George listens to him every morning.
Yeah, I actually do.
Household name Dante Scarnecchia.
Who?
Yep.
I think I win this argument.
Yeah, hands down. Hands down. Jesus.
Some days you're going to go turn on TV and you're going to hear people on ESPN taking my side of the argument.
You got a side? There's a first.
I do have it. I mentioned it. What do I say about overpaid quarterbacks? I say it every week, right? That's one of my sides. New England has nobody successful coming out of New England as a side.
Okay.
The most successful player to leave New England and go to any other team has Tom Brady. And that's pretty much the limit of that.
Okay.
I mean, if you can come up with somebody else who's successful as a New England Patriot,
Nope, not a damn clue.
Gronk.
who?
Gronk.
Oh, Gronk. Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Well, first he's got to get off of Tom's back.
That
Tom's
is
carrying his ass.
I'm
And I-
happy you said back because for a second there I thought it was going to be a different one.
Mhm.
No,
Yeah. I was-
not him. That he's a beast. If he went to another major quarterback, he'd be as successful. But he'd have to go to somebody to work that he can work with.
That actually knows how to use him properly.
I personally don't think he'd be successful with Rodgers. I don't think Aaron Rodgers would be successful with Aaron Rodgers. I think he would have been successful with Drew Brees. I think he'd been very successful with Drew Brees. I don't think Watson would he be successful. He'd be successful with Wilson. With Wilson scrambling around and him just, going from spot to spot, sooner or later, his ass would be open. I mean, but
There he is.
He'd be successful with Mahomes, but good God, who wouldn't?
Right.
I don't think Holmes is going to be nearly as successful this year without Hill.
Ladies and gents, straight from the rips, Mr. Chris, how the hell are you, sir?
Good, man. How are you guys?
We're doing well, doing well. Last time, of course, we chatted with you. You were doing the baseball tour across America. You were in KC.
Yeah. Yep. And now I'm stuck back in the hellhole of Bakersfield, California.
We
Can't be
just got our nice first warm day.
It's funny. It was 105 last week, and it's only 68 today. I don't know how we're supposed to keep from getting sick around here.
105.
Yeah, it was nice last week.
We had that a couple of weeks ago. We had it where it was 80 on Saturday and then 32 or 34 on a Wednesday. So
With snow.
With snow. Yep.
That's
Yeah.
about the same, right?
close enough. That's how we do things in Ohio.
And in Michigan.
And Michigan, yeah.
We had 80-something degrees, and then 48 hours later, we had like an inch of snow on the ground.
That's crazy. Well, we definitely don't have to fight with snow out here. I can say that much.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you guys ever had frost, we'd make a killing selling you guys ice scrapers. Hey, my dad moved down to Florida, and he said there were about 3 different times when everybody had pure frost frozen across their windshields, and he was the only one with an ice scraper. He went around, he said he made $5 a car. I was like, that wasn't a bad move. Not a bad move at all. One guy offered him $100 for it, and my dad goes, wish I had 2 of them right now, but I don't.
$100
So what's
for
your
an ice
topic
scraper.
tonight?
Nobody ever heard of a fucking credit card? Jesus, morons.
Well, people in Florida, they got that kind of money.
They also got credit cards.
Yeah, they also carry cash. It is Florida.
But you don't have to give up the cash if you got a credit card. You just use the credit card to scrape.
Yeah, well, you want to break yours, go right ahead.
I had,
They'll
a buddy,
replace it for free.
I had a buddy that used his driver's license. They didn't go over so well.
Leave Akers out of this.
Oh,
That would be something he would probably do, huh?
I thought that's who you were actually talking about.
Actually, it wasn't, but I could see him doing that.
wow. Shots fired before next week. Get it all in now.
Why? I'll do it right when he's here.
All right.
Hey, no shame in my game.
So, Chris, what is the nice, wonderful worldwide reaction out on that side of the planet with the football teams literally just going bananas? The AFC West is strengthening up over there. And you got the Rams just kind of sitting back, joking around about, yeah, we got pick 104 and, we got a ring. We're chilling. What do the fans think of all that stuff on that side of the planet?
All I know is my Niners are probably going to suck, so I'm already giving up on the football season right now. But
I said Brody Purdy, starting quarterback. Let's go.
Brock.
Or Brock Purdy, yeah.
Yeah,
I'll get
I
the
don't
name
know.
right. Don't worry. By the time season gets around, when I draft him for fantasy, we'll get there.
There's a reason I didn't buy big on Trey Lance last year. I wasn't expecting him to show up. So I don't know, man. I think the Raiders actually do look good, but I've said that 100 times in the last 20 years. John, you had John on last year too, but he's a huge Raiders fan. I think the league's a better place when the Raiders are good, but I'm also not a Raiders fan. But I just think that I think the NFL is better when the Raiders and the Cowboys and some of those big teams actually are successful. But they always find a way to screw it up. I mean, I think their entire draft class from 2020 went to jail. So I mean,
Yeah, they're on Suds' all fantasy criminal team. Yeah, they're there.
He may not know about him.
He's got Suds has a list going. Funny
I
thing,
think this is the make or break year for Carr, though. We'll find out if he's really, I mean, I actually coach baseball at the high school that his whole family coaches the football team, and so we're all big. I'm a fan of his. I mean, he's a great dude, but I don't know if he'll ever. If there's any time for him to be successful, it's this year.
So you know him?
What was that?
You know him. Can you
I don't know Derek. I know David very well, and his brother
Can-
Darren.
Can one of them explain why he wears eyeliner?
Oh, I have no idea. Does he wear eyeliner?
He should have held it. It looks like he does.
I mean, it would not surprise me if it acts just like eye black does. Wouldn't surprise me at all.
I mean, throw up a picture of his ass and tell me he doesn't look like he's got eyeliner on. Right there, the underneath one part, right, or like the bottom eyelashes.
Does it deflect the sun?
I'm asking though. I want to know why.
I don't know. It's a
Wow.
great question. I'll have to ask. I will definitely ask.
I never really looked at that, but wow, Suds. Now that you mention it,
It very yeah. I mean that or any woman would be happy with his skin tone.
It just every time I see him, I'm like, is he wearing eyeliner? That's a simple question I had. I was wondering
that's an interesting, very interesting point.
because I think it actually there's pictures of him where it gets darker. It looks like it's gotten darker and darker, like he put on too much.
Maybe you're just looking hard.
Maybe
Should
I want to watch. Should have want to watch the Raiders play.
And it's funny you mentioned about John, and his fandom, because he had the offseason had started and, other teams were making moves, and he happened to be doing a break, and I jumped in and chatted with him for a few seconds, and I said, "Are you concerned that the Raiders hadn't made a move yet?" And he goes, "Oh, a little bit." 24 hours later, bam, Adams hit. It's like,
Yeah.
well, okay. Now I'll wait for the next break and go, so what'd you think since we've talked last?
You,
The
you know
Raiders
what's
have done a few things.
you know what's funny though, man? It's like, have you ever seen those teams where even though they make crazy moves, they always seem to be brilliant moves, like in the long run when you look back on them 10 years later or whatever. And like the
We're from
Dodgers,
Ohio and Detroit.
what was that?
We're from Ohio and Detroit.
Okay, well,
We've seen
but-
other teams do it. Yes.
Yeah, we've seen others, not ours.
well, the Packers tend to like always turn to gold. Like all their moves always turn to gold. And I just wondered when that happened, like what is wrong with Devontae Adams? You know, it just made me wonder. The Chiefs are that way too, so I kind of have my wonders about Tyreek Hill too. But you know, maybe it's just because they're too expensive. I don't know, but it just kind of makes me wonder. You know, and
Well,
the Raiders is where good receivers go to die, so we'll find out.
Well, usually that's Arizona.
That too.
I mean, they're kind of
All players go to die there. Have you seen the age brackets in Arizona?
Touche.
All the retirement people go there.
So what's the deal with your 49ers? Is Lance going to start, or is it going to be Jimmy G? I mean, Jimmy G's out until half the year, right, because of his shoulder.
Yep. Yep.
I don't know what they're going to do, man.
Till week 8, so it will be the toss up between Lance and Purdy.
I mean, I think it'll be Lance, but
Nobody should be named Purdy in the NFL.
I don't know, man. I wish they would.
You can run with the joke all you
I'm going to
want.
be honest with you, and this I've been saying this for 3 months, so I will not take it back. But I wanted them to trade Garoppolo and maybe even trade. I don't know. I wanted Baker Mayfield.
Wow.
And I know that's weird, but I just felt like if anybody could make Baker Mayfield a good quarterback, it would be Shanahan.
I mean, damn, I was gonna say it and get my ass muted, but I didn't.
We appreciate the fact that you said that because a lot of us were thinking the exact same thing, but we get muted. And
I
kicked out.
said, hell no. Oh my God.
If anybody else would have said it, we were done for the night.
Is that a bad word or something in here?
I can't.
He can't stand Baker Mayfield.
George got banned from saying anything bad about Baker because he couldn't stop. Like he would literally, I swear to God, we'd all be in our chat watching the Browns game. George would start bitching about Baker, and then Baker would start doing good. So we'd be like, no, keep talking shit. Because the more you talk shit, the better you play.
There's something about him that I feel like he could be a good quarterback, but I don't know.
I guarantee he's better than what you have right now.
We've had Jimmy Garoppolo for 3 years now, and I'm just begging for anything but Jimmy. So that's how bad I would go. I mean, I really wanted Deshaun Watson too, but that didn't happen. So
can I ask why? Because of his injuries. If you say his injuries, you win.
Of Garoppolo?
Yeah. If you say it because he's injury prone,
oh no, I don't usually judge anybody on injuries because you just never know on injuries, right? To me, he's just a game manager. He's not a game winner. There's certain who was it? What's his name? Won a Super Bowl for the Niners, or excuse me, not for the Niners. He played for the Niners, then he went to the Ravens. And he won the Super Bowl with the Ravens. Anybody know who I'm talking about? I can't remember his name.
What, quarterback?
Quarterback was with them. Trent Dilfer. I compare him to Trent Dilfer all the time.
Wow.
But Dilfer has a Super Bowl ring, so I mean.
Well, Jimmy G's been in 2 Super Bowls, though, right?
The kicker got him the Super Bowl ring.
Hasn't Jimmy G been in 2 Super Bowls, though?
And if you've noticed, it was those last throws that he couldn't complete that lost the games. He wasn't a winner. He was just a game manager. As soon as it was put on his shoulders, the game was over. That's my problem with Jimmy G. We win the games with Jimmy G. We get to the playoffs. We get where we want to go, but we're not going to win the big game. I just don't see it happening. But you know,
We're
I
from
really wanted
Detroit.
Deshaun
We just want to
Watson,
be in the big game.
I was begging for Watson. I don't know.
We just want to be in the big game. We want to see the big game.
I'm
We
telling
don't
you,
even get the we don't. Lions don't even get the whiff of the big game.
I've been rooting for the Lions, man. Ever since he had the worst record ever, I kind of decided that I would Suedo root for the Lions.
I'm
I mean-
telling you, I'm sticking by it. The day that the Browns, it's going to be one of those days. It'll be the Super Bowl. It'll be the Browns versus Lions, and it'll be their first ever time in the Super Bowl, and they'll be playing each other. It's just
That
the way
would
it's
be-
going to work.
That would be freaking awesome, though. That would be really cool.
The
No,
Lions are
because-
an easy team to root for when you don't live here. If you don't root for them year in, year out, they're an easy team to root for.
When the Lions and the Browns play each other in the Super Bowl, I'm going to make sure I don't go outside to avoid those pigs flying around. I don't want to get pig shit all over me.
Because there's only, 4 teams that haven't been to a Super Bowl. So,
Help.
Yep.
got to break the streak. And the sad part about it is the Lions are the only NFC team. The other 3 are in the AFC.
Yep. Was it Cleveland, Detroit,
Houston
Texans,
Houston. Yep.
and Jacksonville.
Houston, Jacksonville.
Yep.
The real comment you should have made is that there's only 2 teams in the NFL that haven't been into a Super Bowl since the 90s. Because Jacksonville didn't exist until in 97?
Yeah,
95.
Houston
95.
was right.
The Texans and I mean they haven't been around 30 years yet.
No.
The Lions and the Browns have been around since the beginning. They haven't got a goddamn thing.
You know, and there's been times over that period of time where you had the best player in the league on those teams.
Yes,
Crazy.
twice. Barry Sanders and Megatron.
Yeah. And then Jimmy Brown with the Browns. I'm sure the Browns have had some
Don't
other
forget Billy Sims. We had him too.
My thing is, if the Browns and Lions do end up playing in the Super Bowl, can we play for the Barge as well as the
Right.
Lombardi Trophy?
Right? Throw the Barge in there too. Why not?
I mean, we might throw the UP in there just for the hell of it. We make the big game. I mean, everything's on the table.
We're gonna be fighting for Toledo. again.
And all the Mackinac fudge we can have.
We'll put up the UP. You put up Toledo, and we're on.
And it's-
And I don't know who wins in that deal.
I don't,
I'm not sure if either team. I'm not sure if they got to start playing to win or not. They might be playing to lose.
Yeah,
If it wasn't for the fudge, it'd be like a given.
it's,
So since you're in Michigan,
you can keep Toledo.
are the Wolverines going to be any good this year?
Nope.
Yeah, we ain't talking to you, you
Makes
fucking smart lover.
Okay, well, I know who you root for. That's all it took. So you're on that side. So you're on that side of the state.
Yep.
The worst part is me living in Ohio, and I root for Michigan.
Oh, do you?
Oh God, yeah, I can't.
It's funny because my other coach on our baseball team is from Ohio, and he's the biggest Ohio State fan I know. And I'm the only Michigan fan I know out here, and so yeah, we kind of clash heads at least one day a year.
Yeah,
But we had him last year.
yes, we did. I'll tell you what. Last year was those 2 weeks in a row were probably the 2 best weekends of my life. Because I didn't think we could beat them. We beat them, and then I got to go to Indy. I'll never forget it. I can honestly say I was there when we waxed fucking Iowa. I got the ticket stub to prove it. I got the confetti that fell from the arena. I made sure I scooped it up and put it in my fucking bag. I made sure I got it all.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. That's one of my bucket lists to go there. In fact, when we went to Chicago last year, George, when we did that drive to the National, I was like, I told my son, I was like, hey, one of these days, let's just shoot over to Ann Arbor and we'll check out the stadium, you know? And I'm thinking, because from California on the map, it looks like it's only that far away. So I put the mileage in and I was like, oh shit, that's going to take the entire day, if not more.
Right.
It's
It's
like
worth it.
three
That
days.
stadium-
So we didn't get to go. So one of these days I'll have to get back there. I've seen him play in 3 Rose Bowls, but I've never got to go back there. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you, I was going to say, I think you kind of got the better end of that ordeal.
Yeah.
You get to watch them and not deal with our weather.
You
win.
You get the Rose Bowl. These
Yeah,
guys
well-
would kill for the Rose Bowl.
if we're talking about weather, I probably win. If we talk about anything else related to life, California's pretty shitty. So
Yeah, I want nothing to do with your taxes. You can keep that shit.
if we almost moved, if my kids, I've got one in going into 6th grade, and once she's out of school, then we're probably out of here. So it's probably a foregone conclusion. But I probably won't move to Michigan or Ohio.
Yeah, no.
I gave you that one.
I am curious to see how that is going to. I mean, like, you know, the schedule for both Ohio State and Michigan, other than Ohio State having Notre Dame week 1, is pretty weak.
I'd worry about Michigan State if I was you.
We got them at home this year. We'll be okay.
So wait, you're a Michigan State fan. You're wearing are you a Seahawks fan?
I'm not a fan of any NFL team.
Yeah, he is the ultimate definition of a bandwagoner.
Oh, okay. So is this because Kenneth Walker went to Seattle, right?
This is, I went downstairs and grabbed the first shirt on top.
So
That has nothing to do with anything.
is probably about 7 years oldish.
Huh?
The shirt's
What?
about 7 years old. Is that when they won the Super Bowl?
No, this is actually about this year. My wife just purchased it. And that's what she did.
No, but didn't Kenneth Walker go to Seattle?
Yes, he did.
That guy's legit.
I wish I would have thought about that before I answered your question in the first place. Yeah, he is legit. They're building something down there. I mean, they went offensive line, and then they went running back, and I think next year they're going to go after the best quarterback possible in the next year's draft, and then wide receivers, and I think they'll be right back in it.
No, I think they'll be good. I can't stand Pete Carroll, but you know,
That dude is so damn old.
I was going to say, I mean, really, how much longer can he be there?
I know, but it's funny because he doesn't look or act old. I mean, he acts
No.
like a child on the sideline,
Yeah.
and yet, I mean, he's got more energy than
He
all
might
of
have
us.
dementia.
He thinks he's like 14.
It's possible.
Wow.
Hey, dude, what is he? 80?
70.
70.
He's 70 something. He ain't just 70.
It's Belichick and then him, right? The 2 oldest guys.
No, it's him and Belichick.
Oh, is he the
He's,
oldest?
he's number one.
Bruce.
Damn.
Bruce is not in the NFL or not a head coach
Yeah,
anymore.
that's why Bruce is out now.
Pete is all by himself at number one.
Carroll is 70. Belichick is 69. Arians was 69. Dave Culley of the Texans is 66.
Well, he's not there no more.
Yeah, Cully's not with the Texans.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's right. The Texans guy's gone too.
They're in Arizona, but they ain't there to coach.
Pete and Billy.
Billy's been 45 years. Christ.
Right?
Where do being the greatest head coach of all time, where did he start out at?
Shut up.
Oh, my bad.
Fuck off.
Who are you talking about?
Exactly.
I got him for you, George. Don't worry about it.
Think about when the Browns had Belichick, they also had Saban. There's like
Hmm?
Kirk Ferentz. There was like a shit ton of coaches that came out of that off that team that have found success elsewhere, whether it be in college or in the NFL ranks.
Bill Cowher too.
Yeah.
And you fired them all.
That's our Modell douchebag.
No, that's Modell just going, and everybody went bye, and they bailed first.
Did Belichick, when he coached with the Browns, was he under Pete Carroll? Or was that after?
No, he was under Marty.
Okay. I don't remember. I knew he coached with the Browns, but I just
Yeah, he was under Marty Schottenheimer, and then Marty kept doing kind of the same thing that the ordeal with the 49ers. It's like, oh, you just keep making the playoffs, you just can't get to the big dance and take it.
Well, we also had Elway standing in our fucking way every year.
The most hated man in Ohio.
Damn right. Even during his Hall of Fame speech.
I don't know how. I'm betting that man had a bulletproof vest underneath that suit.
Well, yeah, I'm sure there was a running joke that there were extra security around.
I'm telling you, the dude had a vest on. He had a bulletproof vest on. Where there's no way you're going to Ohio and standing up on stage and you're John Elway and giving a fucking speech in Ohio without a bulletproof vest on. If you're John Elway, just not going to happen.
The hell with that man.
I don't think anybody will be in all of your lives. There'll be nobody more hated than John Elway in Ohio.
Thankfully, I was too young, but I still remember it. As you get older, you got to it keeps getting pushed down your throat.
Hey, Scotty. Yep, was the Detroit.
Oh, Sanders is listening?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Is he wearing his Stafford jersey? I don't see a response.
So I don't know anything about your guys' hate for Elway, but and hopefully you don't kick me out. But do you hate Elway more or Baker Mayfield more?
Oh, Elway.
Oh, Elway.
Oh God, yes.
It will always be Elway.
I was the biggest Baker Mayfield fan. I was arguing with the fucking fans here for months, and then we got Watson, and I'm like, Baker who? Like, I know it's an upgrade. Like, we threw away the bad toy and got the shiny new one. I'm going to take the shiny new one and run with it.
I don't think he's like the next coming of Peyton Manning or something. I just think that he would be a little bit more active than Jimmy Garoppolo. Like, I don't know the best way to put it. Like, he would just throw the ball, like a little more Brett Favre-ish, maybe. Like, Jimmy Garoppolo
Gunslinger.
Boring to me, I don't know.
I think if they made that move, that Debo might stop his whining.
God, that irritates. I don't know. I mean, I kind of don't blame him at the same time because he probably sitting there like I am and going, my team sucks. Like, what am I gonna do?
I still want to slap the what's left of any brain out of Jed York for bypassing the Tom Brady phone call. That dumbass needs to just die. I've had it with York.
The opportunity to take Tom the Goat Brady, and you say,
what are we going to get? 2-3 years out of you? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Tampa did okay with that, didn't they?
Yeah, Tampa's doing pretty damn fine. He's going to go for it one more time on top of it. Hello.
Yeah, I really want to know if was that actually your thought process going into that phone call?
The funny thing was the rumors over here was that they were talking to New England and that we were going to get Tom Brady. And the Niners fans, we were freaking ecstatic. But, and I mean, I'm a Michigan fan, so I'm a huge Brady fan. And so I was like,
double down.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it kind of was like the opposite of the Harbaugh thing where we had Harbaugh and then he went to Michigan. So I wasn't pissed about it, but it sucked for me because I wanted him on the Niners, but I was still happy. So I was stoked. And then all that, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, we're getting Garoppolo. And I'm like,
I never saw San Francisco was weird with him. I never saw a team fall apart like that ever. You guys had people who were like 24, 25 years old just fucking I'm retired. Just quitting.
Oh, that was under That
Harbaugh.
was prior to what's his name taking over as GM though. Lynch.
Before John Lynch did.
Yeah, so they had Singletary as the coach, and that was back when Singletary like dropped his pants in the middle of the like.
Yeah, that was ugly.
Yeah,
But he didn't quit. They didn't quit until Harbaugh. Harbaugh was the coach when they started quitting.
No, that was Singletary.
You had a bunch quit on Singletary. I
don't. I think more quit on Harbaugh.
No, there were a ton that quit on Singletary.
Yeah, I don't remember. You could be right. I mean, I don't know if anybody, but I've heard
Singletary lost the locker room and a couple of the coaches, and they were all just up in arms. And York literally had to flip the whole damn script.
I've heard that Harbaugh, the way he runs things though, is like really good for kids that are trying to like become something, but it's not the greatest for people that already have gotten there. You know, They don't want to be treated that way, and I don't disagree that Harbaugh. I've heard that from a lot of sources that he wasn't like the perfect NFL coach.
The person who saw that writing on the wall real fast and said, "Nope, I'm out." Saban.
Yeah,
he was in Miami, and he's like, "You know what?" He goes, "Guys, they don't get it. They don't want to listen." He goes, "You know what? I'm out."
Oh, I haven't talked to you for a long time. I did love the whole Urban Meyer debacle. That was freaking fantastic.
Yeah, Adam was enjoying the living bejeebies.
The guy has the worst karma coming to him of any person I could imagine, and so I just loved every minute of it. Quite frankly,
I mean, that was damn near a weekly countdown on the show. Is he going to get fired this week? Is he going to get fired next week?
Yeah, who was going first, him or Nagy? There was a contest going. It was brutal. I mean, but Jesus, when you screw up that bad, you're coaching FBS team.
I thought he was going to bring Tebow back as a tight end, though. I was looking forward to that.
I think
bad part about that is he had the highest selling jersey and then he didn't pan out. He got released.
Well, how is he still married though? That's the real question.
Because he's rich.
She would have got half.
True. Very true. Very true.
She would have got probably child support.
Hey, who knows?
There's always more coming in.
Maybe that's like maybe that's like one of their family friends, and it was all blown out of proportion. We don't know the truth. We'll never know the truth, but it still was fun to watch.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, he's going back to. I think they're saying he's going to be back as an analyst on Fox now.
That's the rumor.
Oh, did you hear today who they're going to hire as an analyst? Richard Sherman.
Yeah, for Amazon or whatever.
Oh my God!
I don't want to hear that guy talk.
Well, he's still going to stay in football shape. He said, just in case somebody comes calling, but he's looking towards his broadcasting career.
They need a cornerback that runs a 7.8. I mean, the guy is horrible.
I was going to say, and he's made his way through a couple of teams.
Oh my God! When the Niners picked him up, I was like, I've never been a Richard Sherman fan. I don't know.
Well, it's because we hated him because he was on the Seahawks for so long.
I didn't hate him for that. I hate him for what he says. Like he's
cocky.
Yeah.
No, like I don't know, kind of racist, kind of like, but backwards. Like I don't know. I'm all for.
He does come across that way. Yes, I agree with that. Some of his comments could be pretty shady.
So I'm interested to see how that's going to work out on national television. Hopefully they got one of those bleep buttons or.
Guess we'll find out.
Hey, listen, that's why they have the 1 second delay.
Hang on a second. We said this is for Amazon?
Yeah.
You ain't got to bleep nothing. It's not a network.
Right. You don't have to bleep squat.
Yeah, but you want to keep you want to keep your viewership too.
Yeah, you
No.
want to keep it PG-13.
Yeah.
You
I don't think they're going to keep the viewers if it becomes the Pat McAfee show. It's not. They're going to lose anyone over the age of probably 55.
I was gonna say, yeah, there's a reason why Pat McAfee's on Sirius.
I love Pat McAfee.
That's
but
my afternoon. Yeah, I got Weiss in the morning. I got Pat in the afternoon. Yeah, Pat doesn't. Pat is extremely vocal. That's why I think it's kind of funny whenever these guys drop something in the chat about McAfee. It's like, yep, been there already. Been there already today. And that guy, yeah, he is not shy about telling anybody anything.
And he was a freaking punter, for Christ's sake.
And a hell of a punter at that. The only guy to not be afraid to turn around and tackle people and knock them on their ass and out of bounds. He definitely was a very physical punter. He's probably one of the most physical.
I watched some clips of him like a month ago, and like he would look to hit people. It wasn't like he was okay. I got to hit this guy. It was like he was trying to find someone to hit.
Yeah, he actually targeted people.
And then his little Conor McGregor strut off the field, you know.
That was great.
Well, the landscape of announcers is like all over the place. It's like somebody just opened up a pack of cards, shuffled up, and everybody's got new bodies. It's
Well,
like,
they gotta compete though.
I'm
I mean-
glad we're on Monday against Monday Night Football, so we don't have to hear Joe Buck and Troy Aikman.
Oh, yeah. Joe Buck's not my favorite.
Pain.
I do like Tony Romo though, and a lot of people think I'm stupid for that, but
No, Tony Romo is fantastic.
I like Romo because he'll sit there and, say, even turn around and as he's analyzing and, you're looking at the play just before it starts, he's going to tell you, hey, look for this and this.
yeah,
and
I think
yeah.
it's cool.
This is awesome. It's like,
Romo.
thank you.
I was hoping they were going to have Drew Brees do something like that too, but we'll see.
Yeah,
It's hard.
Romo-
It's hard for Breeze to be on camera because it's hard to keep him in the same picture frame with other people.
Can't he could stand on a box?
He's already been on TV already, Suds. He's already been there, and he did just fine.
I
Chris
think-
found
I
it
think-
funny.
I think Romo with I don't know, his quarterback mind seems to bring something to the broadcast that nobody else does, even the other former quarterbacks.
When he calls out other teams' plays before they start, I mean, that's pretty damn impressive.
Yeah. And so you think a guy like Troy Aikman could do something like that, but instead he just wants every time it's like, well, there was this one time when I had that same play happen to me. And I'm like, nobody fucking cares what happened to you, bro. Like,
You dropped a game-winning hold for a field extra point.
I don't think he ever talks about that story though.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
I feel like he's a very conceited person.
Probably.
In front of the cameras, he seems like pretty much just an easygoing, laid-back guy. I mean, even during, all the pro-am golf things and everything, he looks like he's just a guy just out there having a good time.
I feel like if he doesn't get the right colored M&Ms in his room, that he probably breaks shit.
That's funny.
He did date Jessica Simpson, though.
Yeah, I was going to say. Yeah.
No, that's Romo. Wait, I was talking about Aikman. Sorry.
Oh,
No, I like Romo. No, I think Romo would be cool to hang out with. Actually, Romo seems like a cool guy.
Yeah, Romo would be awesome.
I don't mind if he brings Jessica Simpson along. To be honest with you.
they haven't dated in a long time.
I'm sure
She's
they'll-
moved. She's went a different direction.
I'm sure whoever he's with now is probably pretty hot too.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Candace Crawford? Damn.
Oh, is that the new one?
Wife.
They've been together for a long time.
Wife.
See?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. he done all right.
Yeah, he ain't kicking her out of the bed
Goober-looking
for eating
guy,
crackers.
He's such a goober-looking guy.
Yeah, well, you know what? Hey, gets the girls. Whatever.
You $100 million. We'll do
Yeah.
that for you.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, listen, what was that quarterback's name that used to play for the 49ers years ago? Terrell
Jeff
Owens was on the team with
Jeff
him.
Garcia.
Young,
Jeff Garcia.
Jeff Garcia.
You ever look at what he used to date?
Dude, he was married to a Playboy Playmate.
Yes. So if he could do it, you damn well know any millionaire can do it.
And the funny part is I think, did he actually come out as gay or was that just a made up story? I think he came out as gay. I think he.
That was a made up story.
I've not heard that.
Carmelo.
That was a made up story.
I felt like that was true, but yeah.
No, I think that was made
the
up.
other part that's funny is he actually started in Tampa Bay and nobody ever.
Same with Steve.
Yeah, it was like we had this trading thing with Tampa Bay, but he was decent. Steve
He
Young
was decent
pretty
here in
decent.
Cleveland too. He was decent here in Cleveland.
Yeah,
I think he actually played for Detroit, if I remember right. Hey, he wasn't decent here.
That might have been Detmer.
No, I think it was Garcia.
I don't know.
I was gonna
So
say,
why was it that Stafford?
He's shaking his head, yes.
So did Stafford just get better this year, or was he that good over there, and the rest of the team just sucked?
Yes.
We
Yes.
wasted him.
It,
We wasted him completely.
Yeah.
it's the latter.
Yeah, it's not the first one, not the last one.
No.
We like to waste players. At least he got out of here in time.
Yep. Most Lions don't.
He gets a ring in it.
They don't leave on time. They leave when it's too late.
So is the stadium cool?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's nice.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Real
Very
nice stadium.
Very nice.
I just have these mental images of like urine running down the steps or something.
No. That was the Silver Dome.
Yeah,
demolished
it's too early or too late.
that thing. Yeah.
No,
No,
it's clean. It's beautiful.
I was
Just
gonna say,
don't try to park there around it.
Right.
For the love of God. First of all, you go too far out, you ain't making it to the stadium.
Yeah.
Your ass is getting mugged.
the stadium district is absolutely beautiful. They've
And then if you
really
park in the parking lot right next to it, you're getting mugged. You're just willing to give the money up.
Well, you had to come to Detroit for a game.
There's
So there's
40
a lot of
bucks.
muggings.
I know where. I know where
$100
to park.
to park your car is a little much.
I
So
know
what's
where
this-
to park. I know where to park. I know the correct neighborhood to drive through to get in and drive back out.
So what's the safe way to go? Is there like a train or something?
No, you can drive in. Just when you park your car, you're going, oh shit.
No, I know where you park the car too. Relax.
Everybody's got their lots. That's what
Yeah.
it is. You just
I'm
have your
parking
lot,
at
you know how to
Greektown.
get there.
Yeah, well, you're parking at Greektown because you're never leaving the casino. We know you. I did not know this. Garcia, wow. Garcia, not only the 49ers, Browns, Lions, but the Eagles twice,
Yeah.
the Bucks, the Raiders, the Omaha Nighthawks, and the Houston Texans actually are on his list.
How many kids does Garcia have? That'll tell you how many teams he's played for.
Well, 10 teams, so
Just go by child support. That's all.
there's no child support.
I want
He has no
to run
kids?
through. I want to run through his stat line here in Detroit. He played in 5 games or started 5 games. He went 1-4. 102 completions out of 173 attempts.
That's pretty good.
Beautiful completion percentage of 59. 3 touchdowns, 6 interceptions.
Rating 65.1.
It's better than Scott Mitchell.
Wow.
Or Dan Orlovsky.
At
Yeah.
least Garcia didn't run out of the back of the fucking end zone.
All right, we're not going to sit here and start naming off bad Lions quarterbacks because we ain't got that kind of time.
I was going to say, we sure as hell ain't got that kind of time.
That could be a whole show.
Well, and his first 5 years were in Calgary, so, you know.
I forgot that Jeff Garcia's wife is actually from our area.
Yeah.
Avon Lake, I think, or something like
Yep.
that.
She knew how to get out.
Really?
Yep.
Really?
You know he's got to push the issue.
I ain't muting him for that. You can if you want.
I could
Just boot him.
his ass. Just freaking boot him. Smart ass. He's like, get out. Yeah, I'll show you how to get out.
I want to turn on the basketball game, so I was going, all right.
Okay,
It's a freaking close game. It's a 3-point game.
Speaking of which, I was going to say, Phoenix playing tonight?
They might be, but I don't know if Chris Paul is because he pretty much gave up in like the third quarter last game. He decided to retire early.
So what was it?
Foul out before barely with the fourth quarter starting. He gets his last foul.
Yeah, but he had to cry about his family getting looked at.
I was going to say, is this legit?
Well, no, but I want to see an actual. You're going to tell me that somebody doesn't have a camera on that. I would like to see the film exactly what this kid did. Because first of all, he looks like he's like 16 or 17. So what exactly did he do? Because they say he put hands on her. Exactly what do you mean? They're not very specific about what this child did. So I'd like to actually see what he did before I judge.
I just wonder how you have all this money and you don't have them in a luxury box.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, you know what? None of the NBA players put their families up in a luxury box.
Too expensive for them?
I don't know.
Better seats at courtside.
They are definitely better seats. But then you lack security.
Apparently, it was two unruly fans, aka drunken fans, trying to turn around and go down and let me freaking finish.
Okay, go ahead.
Giving unwanted hugs and harassment conversation to the Paul family. The security responded immediately once notified by the family and fans that were around there and swiftly ejected them from the game. The fans involved in the incident will not be allowed to return to the arena until 2023 season.
If you go and look at the picture of the kid that they kicked out, you're not going to convince me that boy is 21 years old.
He looks young as shit.
He looks like he's younger than Xavier.
And he's seriously yelling at that kid?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
he's
tell
actually-
me that kid's 21, George, and was drinking.
he was telling that kid, he's like, I'll see you after the game.
That kid's like 12.
That was loud.
I'm outside on the porch. What do you expect?
Yeah.
No, seriously, though, that kid looked like he was 15 or 16 years old.
Yeah, no older.
I was shooting for more about the 17, 18, but okay.
But he sure wasn't drinking. And that looked like his mother, who was was taking a mother or an aunt or something like that, taking him out. And Neither one of them look intoxicated at all.
Oh, hey, I don't write the article.
So if you go by what the article just said, he was on unwanted conversation and hugs, right? That results in acts of verbal violence.
I hope they come out and he has like autism or something, and he was just being friendly. And
Didn't know
Because
better.
you see how he was kind of acting like, "Are you talking to me?" kind of thing.
yeah,
It's like that kid looked genuinely confused on what the hell was going on.
I'll try to find a different article.
See, I saw it, and I'm like, I saw the video, and it was really strange about how the young man was acting at that point, because he acted totally confused, and he was being led out by this woman, like you said, looked like he had some issues going on. But I doubt that they're going to say anything whatsoever. Probably privacy wise. Probably got their tickets refunded.
Yeah, all I'm seeing is a source familiar with blah blah blah, blah told ESPN Paul's mother had hands put on her by Dallas fans and Paul's wife was pushed.
well,
To make
if,
matters worse, Paul's kids witnessed it. Yeah, that's what I got.
I had never seen that video, but if Paul's telling the kid to meet him in the parking lot or whatever, I think he should have to apologize. But that'll never happen.
I would really, you know what? His defense. If someone puts your hands on your mother, that's crossing a huge line. But again, I would like to see the video, exactly what we're talking about, because there's pushing and there's pushing off and there's putting your hands up, and I need to see exactly what happened before I can judge somebody on an assault. Because you can't tell me, because since the mom and wife and children were directly sitting behind the bench of the Phoenix Suns, that there's not a camera pointing in the direction of that bench that would pick that up.
The article also says that they were escorted out by security. That mom and that kid, there was no security there. There was no security right there that escorted them out. That's what makes it weird, if trying to look and see, especially when he was talking to that kid, it's like, all right.
That might have been people around.
But that
might have been security.
Suds, I agree with you. Why aren't they in a box? Why aren't they in a luxury box? I agree with you. I don't disagree with you. I mean, they literally set aside the visitors. They set aside boxes for the visitors. So, yeah, I agree.
And you can fit like 20 people up in that thing.
Oh, probably even more.
Shoot, the ones we have here for the minor league hockey team have 24 seats in them.
Damn.
So I'm just saying, like, I would expect a big stadium to have more than that,
I just feel if it was a serious enough. Here's my thing. Let's say Chris Paul, if everything Chris Paul says happened, the report all happened exactly how it's portrayed, then without a doubt in my mind, with the cameras that they have stationed in an NBA game, a playoff game, the number of cameras pointed at the bench, that no camera picked this up.
Or somebody's cell phone.
What's that?
Or somebody's cell phone nowadays. Everybody's got,
Well, that video was from a cell phone, but
but there's got to be other people, because everybody's got recording shit nowadays.
But in the
Okay,
NBA, you have stationary cameras, and one of the stationary cameras is pointing at the bench.
But what I'm reading now on ESPN is that it sounds like it actually happened on the concourse, and they were followed back to their seats.
Well, that just changed everything now, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Because I have no idea what the security is on the concourse. I don't even know what is the fucking concourse? What is that exactly?
The concourse is where when you're
Around the stadium. Yeah.
the outer rim of
Where you
the
get the food.
meetings,
Okay.
the hallways, where the concessions
Okay.
and stuff are.
So there still should be a security camera there, shouldn't there?
Well, in interior security cameras, yes, that you'll
They won't release that?
you'll never see that footage.
Okay.
So the Bakersfield Condors, huh?
Yes, sir. Edmonton.
Really?
Yeah.
I was going to say the jerseys look a little Oilers-ish.
Yeah. It's the Oilers. They were the Oilers. They've been the Oilers forever. They were the East Coast, which is like the single A level, and then now they're the AHL, which is like triple A. It's
Yeah,
pretty
I mean,
decent.
that screams Oilers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it does 100%.
They're
Yeah.
a pretty decent team. The Oilers have had a lot of good young players.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. I was like, man, that looks just like the Oilers. Really does.
You think with the Kings and the Ducks so close, but in Edmonton so far away that doesn't make a whole lot of sense that their AHL team would be here, but they are. That Woodcroft, the head coach for the Oilers right now in the playoffs,
Mm-hmm.
he was here to start this season, and he got pulled up when they fired their other coach.
I was going to say Columbus is before the Blue Jackets showed up. Columbus was the Avalanche farm squad.
Yeah.
I just need a question asked for hockey from hockey folks. What is the Canadian restriction right now for COVID? Have they lifted everything? Or they still have restrictions?
They're traveling back and forth, but
I was going to say they are traveling back and forth, and in fact, Scott Griffith actually is going to go to Vermont shortly, and already went and got his verified with his passport and stuff, and it's going to be an easy peasy drive right across the bridge and show the papers and have a nice day.
Yeah, it's interesting because I think there's different rules for if you fly or travel, because I heard the Toronto Tampa Bay series, they were actually flying in and out of Buffalo and driving across the border to get to Toronto.
So they can
So-
bypass the
Yeah, they're bypassing some kind
vaccine
of restrictions.
restrictions. Because I know with the NBA basketball, Kyrie Irving, had he made it, and so did the Raptors, he was not going to be able to play in the Raptors series because of his no shots.
And speaking of the Avs, it looks like they've already put one up on Nashville pretty damn quick.
Looks like Nashville's about to get swept.
Put those boys out of their misery. I will not be disappointed. Not one bit.
Not a fan.
I love the Avs.
No, I'm saying of the Predators. I mean, 'cause I know a lot of people. There's a lot of people that jumped on the Predator bandwagon when they became an expansion team.
Oh, I mean, kick-ass jerseys and everything. It's pretty damn cool. But I like the Avs.
Yeah, I'm not liking the way Tampa Bay Toronto series is going right now because it's going back and forth. And if that's any indication, then that means Toronto would win it in 7. But you got to give Tampa Bay credit. 16-0 after a loss, set an NHL record last night.
Well, I mean, this is all going to be about if Toronto can actually stop their history of folding when it counts. That's what it is.
It's going to come down to one of these teams has to win on the road. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm hoping tomorrow
So
night. And that's,
I've worked 14 days in a row, and I'm going to bed.
you do that, sir.
Knock.
Good night.
Yep. You take it easy, Suds. We'll see you next week.
Thanks.
Maybe.
He said maybe.
I don't know. Isn't Akers on next week?
Yes.
Might be
Well,
time
we'll,
for
I was gonna
hiatus.
say, we'll see if he shows up, if he figures out how to get in the room.
So George, did you get all your stuff back? Like what happened? Did I see you got some jerseys up?
This what you are looking at is what's left.
Are you back at it?
No.
No.
Nope. There's pretty much, Bryce right now, it's just I have what I've got, and Bryce and I are still just the one Tom Brady short of the Mosaic football collection, and that I've already been informed has gone up solidly over the 5-figure mark for a full base master set. So it's like eventually just it's got to save up a little here or there, or find something that somebody wants to trade for, and see if I can't trade for that card at this point.
What are you trying to get? What is it?
The Tom Brady stained glass mosaic from the 2020 set.
The prism one, the one that yeah.
Yep.
Is it like a color? Is there a color combination, or is it just the one card?
It's just the one card.
And it's going for 5 figures.
This is the full base retail set and hobby set. All 15 sets of inserts.
And that's the only card you're missing?
We started collecting that during COVID, and yep, we are just one Tom Brady shy.
I'll go through my Brady's and see what I got. I don't know if I have that card or not.
It's a case hit. It is like a case hit, and it's like, man, it's just guys on eBay are like, oh, it's a case hit, I want $600. It's like, well,
I feel like the stained glass cards were like maybe it's the prism stained glass. The regular stained glass were in everything.
well, these for this particular, being it was the first year, all the stained glass only came as prism.
Oh, then maybe I'm thinking of 21. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, 21s are different. The 21s are different. But I mean, I even went ahead and I printed off an Excel spreadsheet with the whole checklist. I typed up a checklist for it because there wasn't one that was available. So I actually went through Cardboard Connection and went ahead and typed up every single one. And I was like, well, here we go. I was like, okay. If I remember right, it is something over almost 3,000 cards.
Yeah.
They're all there minus one Tom Brady. They are there minus the Brady, which is pretty slick.
It's a cool set. It's a cool set.
Yeah.
I like their football. I can't stand their baseball, but I like their football.
I had gotten along the way like the Pete Alonso because I like Alonso. So, a couple of people sent me a couple of his cards, and it was like, oh, okay. And then I ended up with a redemption that had not come through for a base. It was Sam Hilliard for a baseball autograph redemption, and they said you can either, Panini said you can either wait for it or we can send you something else. What'd they send me? A rookie DK Metcalf Prism.
You got any?
Oh,
you got any?
What a shame. And the funny thing is, I've been waiting 2 years for my DK Metcalf autograph. I think it's another one of the signatures series, and I've been waiting on that for almost 2 years. It's like, hey guys, DK's had a lot of time off already. Come on.
You got any?
Get
Any
it?
Kershaws or Kobe's or Dodgers you want to trade?
No,
Like,
nope.
there's the Clearly auto.
That's
That one's
nice.
out of 90. It's 73 out of 99, but it's pretty clean.
That is nice.
You can
Those
see-
Clearly cards are badass. Those are
yeah, it's an on-card auto.
that's
but-
cool.
I don't like Pete Alonso, so I'll trade you something for it.
Adam's
I mean, I
like,
actually
got you now.
I do like Pete Alonso. I just don't collect Alonso.
Well,
He's really now.
let me end this off here on the broadcast real fast.
All right, I'm gonna go to bed anyways too. I gotta get up early.
Zolt, I know Zolt's up.
Same.
Yep. Let me close.